I think we're going to have fun. I think it's meant to be a celebration the rest of the way through. That's where in my heart I feel at peace. I'm not worried about logistics. I'm not worried about anything new because there's ain't nothing we ain't done before, right? You've hiked and I've fed. So now it's time to celebrate, right? Let's have a good time.
We are the Crawfords. We have 6 kids and are hiking the Appalachian Trail, a 2,200-mile hike from Georgia to Maine. We don't know if we can finish it, but we are doing it together.
Good morning. We are packing up and getting out of camp. And we are going to walk 0.8 to a side trail that will lead to the place that we're going to meet Fresh Ground, and he's going to make us pancakes for breakfast.
Hey, what are you doing here? Guess who we're going to go see this morning? We're going to go see Fresh Grounds. Alright, let's get in the backpack, okay? We're in a slightly precarious position where we think this is the spot we're supposed to turn down here and go 0.8 miles that way, but it's not marked. And that's the problem with this 100-mile wilderness. There's no cell phone. There's no markings out here. There's no way to contact anyone. So I really even hope Fresh Ground is there, because a lot of these roads, like, they're not even open to public. There's like gates, you have to like pay to get through them somehow. I don't get it. We're really trying to figure this out here. All right, we're thinking this is it. So we're gonna go this way. If we're wrong, I don't want to think about that. Where are we going?
This way?
Yeah, what are we doing? Who are we gonna go see?
Fresh Ground?
That's right. I'm hearing noises up here. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What do you think that is? Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. If this plan works out, we're gonna be fucking heroes. And if it doesn't, we're gonna feel like the biggest idiots going down this 0.8 hill. Oh, I smell pancakes. Okay. I think we are on the right track.
Oh!
Surprise!
Surprise! I made a little.
Potatoes in here with onions and cheese.
Oh my God!
And then pancakes are ready.
Oh wow!
We were like a little sketched out, wondering if this was the right one.
Yeah, I know, because I rode yesterday in here, and this is the only way. There's a small bottle and I have a big bottle, so don't be sparingly, okay? I just pancakes are ready, plates are right here, cheese and potatoes and onions. Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Half and half was a wonderful thing. And I was told to get a big one. And I almost got a bigger one. I thought, you know what? I don't have much room in my cooler. And like I say, this is ready right here.
Watch out for that coffee,
Pancakes.
honey.
I just cooked a bunch of them. Yeah, we got to split it up.
Oh my
and as soon as I
gosh.
come back, I said, we got to split it up.
Look at this
And I knew it. I was like, okay.
amazingness.
We're cool. Sorry, I'm talking.
This is gonna get me over the, what is it called? Chairback Mountains.
So this is a celebration breakfast. Besides the fact that we're eating an awesome breakfast in the middle of a parking lot in the woods. Do you guys know what we're celebrating right now?
Below 100 miles?
Yes. On the walk between the campsite and here, that means we have less than 100 miles to go before our trip is done. No one seems to care about that. All right, well, I'm excited about that.
You were lifting this
We're listening. I'm sorry. We ignored you, didn't we?
Remember?
Cammy?
Chicken arms.
Cammy, I'm toasting you right here for that.
Had the
All right, cheers. Now we have a pretty big challenge. All of this needs to fit in this car.
I've done it.
With 6 backpacks, you've done it?
I will do it. I will do it. Don't challenge me. I will do it.
We got.
Maybe we should.
This is our other junk. This is the car already. It's already full. There's an ice chest there.
Never be negative. Always be positive.
There's
It will work.
jugs of water.
Our names down.
The back of the car is filled with noodles.
You gotta see. We
Okay.
sign your name on the seat.
All right, let me see this. I'm not gonna get a disease. Oh, there's our names there. Oh, there's Pee-wee right there. Stink bug.
Stink Bug by Pee-wee.
Man, did you see
Who painted that?
Pee-wee.
Oh, she did?
Freehanded that.
That looks
She's got
good.
some skill, don't she?
Sharpie. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing. So we go over here, and on 42, this is what y'all are hiking today. So, like I say, you're gonna leave out of there, and you're gonna go over Well, Cloud Pond is right there at the top of that mountain. That's fourth mountain right there, see? Fourth mountain. And then you come over here. Okay, that's fourth mountain, third mountain, Columbus Mountain, Chairback Mountain, and then you're going to come down to Katahdin Iron Works. I think we're going to have fun. I think it's meant to be a celebration the rest of the way through. That's where in my heart I feel at peace. I'm not worried about logistics. I'm not worried about anything new because there ain't nothing we ain't done before, right? You've hiked and I've fed. So now it's time to celebrate, right? Let's have a good time.
All right. Is this the final pack?
Final pack. Goes in, the boxes go right here in front of my pack.
That car is riding low.
Yeah, I've been worse.
See you later.
Thank you, Fresh Ground. It's gonna be
Be cool.
That was really, really fun. He just showed up and he had stacks of pancakes. It was really fun. It was just really, not only are we getting slack packed, and that's like just a big boost in and of itself, but he just like super encouraging and just like, let's go, yeah, it's gonna be so much fun, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. It's gonna be a party. Right, Rainier?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's confusing for all you guys to try and figure out the relationship with us and Fresh Ground. It's actually a little confusing for me. He actually approached us on July 4th, which is just shy of a month ago today. And he said he felt it in his heart to kind of follow us and support us. And back then, we were pretty guarded, not against him personally, but just because we've learned on this trail, just stuff happens and changes, and you can't just count on anything or anyone being there because it's just not a good thing. So we held it really loosely, and I'm glad because we ran into him a couple of times over the last month, but nothing really consistent. But now it's like, I feel like that's kind of being fulfilled. That discussion from a month ago. It's easy to think, I think, maybe like, oh, we hired him, or we're paying him, or he works for us, or is just like serving us. That's like not what's going on here at all. You know, we're doing our thing, we're hiking, but he's really doing his thing. And he's been doing his thing from the beginning. And he's on this mission. He feels like he's been called by God to cook food for hikers. And he's looking for groups that are consistent, and he says certain times people get put on his heart in certain ways. And right now that's us. So it's just so cool when the mission that you're on overlaps with the mission that someone else is on. We just never know how long that's gonna be for. And that's okay. So we're still just holding it loosely and thankful for the time that we have together. But sometimes it's confusing because it'd be like, oh, he makes food for us. But it's like, no, you know, we're benefiting right now from him a ton. I'm just glad that he's doing what he's doing and he is who he is. And I think he feels the same way about us, even. That's what's weird. He's out here to feed hikers. That's what gives him energy and motivation right now. And we happen to be a bunch of hungry hikers. So it's just so weird. Like, we're like, who's supposed to send who a thank you card here? He acts like he's more gracious for us sometimes than we are for him. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we're not gracious, but it's like a perfect marriage in that way with the two of us. That's how it's been with a lot of hikers out here. Like, you know, you kind of got to set your goal of where you're going to hike and see who comes alongside you. Because if you start changing your plans too much for any one person or one group, there's so many variables that things can go wrong, and I think feelings get hurt. So, yeah, that's how I see the relationship. But we're so excited to get through this last week with Tim. Wow, look at this.
Whoa. Hello, Maine. If you want to feel small and insignificant, you should stand where I'm standing.
Somehow, even though we just had this amazing breakfast, we totally are out of water, but we found this tiny little thing off here. Filia found it. We walked right past it. On the trail, all you would see is this mud.
Memory, that's yours.
But look in there. There is crystal cold.
They're cold.
Almost crystal, like sapphire crystal. It's a little brown.
Oh, that's really good.
All right.
Yes.
We are at the top of Barren Mountain. And we met some other hikers here. What are you guys' names?
Honeylegs, and this is Trey.
Peace, love, Rafiki, Super Trey.
Oh, man,
Wait, is that the full name?
Full name.
Wow.
Okay. So you're giving us the abbreviated version.
Yes.
And you're finishing the trail in how long?
99 days.
90.
My triple crown.
This completes his triple crown.
Nice.
Dove, I think was, and rightly so, was pretty frustrated last night that we got in so late. And she had some good ideas of how to make it so that we don't get in so late tonight. And one of the ideas is that we can see one kid at all times.
You keep on saying we. I think our program is more tailored to you because you are the caboose and you go very slow.
And not that we didn't get in late, but like 14 miles shouldn't take us till we got in at like 10.
I'm gonna try to take that to heart and speed up.
So I'm hiking the AT, flip-flopped. I've probably done 1,300 miles. Every time I talk to my family, my mother specifically, all she wants to know is, have I met the Crawfords? And telling me what the Crawfords are doing. She doesn't even ask me about my hike. So finally, I have met the Crawfords. Hey, Mom.
What are you eating? Is it yummy? We are at mile marker 2100. And we just stumbled across this lost degenerate. Fun facts!
One of the few that aren't lost.
Or less lost than some other ones.
Yep.
Some Australian underwear wearing ones. Welcome back.
Yes.
Or welcome back to us.
Yeah, good to be back.
Wow, and look at this view up here.
I'm sorry. To our campsite, almost to fresh ground. You can hear him calling Rainier in the background. The last 3 hours have been super fun because we've just been talking with fun facts and sharing stories, and which always makes the hiking go faster. And it's awesome that we're already here. So excited to have some chicken Alfredo. All right.
All right, we are in bed. It's only 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's Friday. It's So we're gonna go over some of our weekly totals that I just calculated. This week we did 102.7 miles. Oh, that's with a 0.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that is really good then. I was kind of depressed when I saw that, but I was like, oh, that's with a 0. Okay, good, that makes me feel better. Which is 14.7 miles a day. I think we have to do like 16 miles a day. This was a good week for us. We took that 0, which was huge. We just got totally hooked up and taken care of in terms of like the 100-mile wilderness, which was just really amazing. One of the challenges I'm running into now is wondering if I'm pushing the kids too hard. Just like always. I mean, feels like all I do out here is say, come on, let's go, faster, faster, faster. All right, brake's done, let's go. All right, time to get started. I don't know, like the jury's still out for me. Like, I think the kids are okay, I think our relationship's gonna be okay, but today there's a few things that happened and I was like, I don't know actually. But one thing I've appreciated is I feel like every time I look back, my kids are behind me and they're kind of saying like, we're with you, Dad. Like, we forgive you. We are here with you, even when I make mistakes like that. But anyhow, we're going to be taking the next couple days off from filming because it's our rest weekend. And tomorrow, supposedly, is the first day we'll see Mount Katahdin.
Oh, yeah.
If it's clear.
Which it's not supposed to be.
It's supposed to rain all day. And there's no more break days. It's like we're hiking rain or shine now.
Yep.
And I wonder if I'll cry when I see. I've been like crying like every day just at random times. I've been like, we're just in that mode where it's like we're talking about celebrating and ending and I don't know, wrapping up memories and this crazy stuff.
Yeah, there's just so much there. It's like 5 months of victory and struggle and so much different emotions wrapped up. I get emotional when I like start thinking about what we've accomplished together, and I start looking at each one of my kids, especially when they're wearing backpacks, and I'm just like, wow, look what we've done, and look, like we've like made it.
I feel like we're different people.
Yeah, and I don't even think I can grasp that yet, like how we're different individually and collectively as a family. But I think that that's true, and I'm excited to see what that actually looks like.
All right, we got to go to bed.
Yeah.
Thanks for following along this journey. I think things are about ready to get crazy and real for us here. But we're going to be through the 100-mile wilderness for the next 2 days still when we're not filming, but when we see you guys on Monday, we'll be still in the 100-mile wilderness.
But have like 3 days left in the wilderness and then Katahdin. That's crazy.
See you guys on Monday.
Shabbat Shalom.